Hey there, how the heck are ya? Zefrine here with another speed build. So, quick few items about this one. This one is called Modern Micro Art Loft. It is 46,962 simoleons. It's built on the Pier Palace lot in Windenburg. And my origin ID for download is zefrineTTV. And as always, all this information is going to be down below. This particular build features this cool lofted bedroom and bathrooms combo thing right here by the Colino. This one's going to be like the video that shows how to do that and how to make it and like the idea behind it. The link's going to be in the description below for you as well. So I don't want to take credit for this idea. This is something that I saw. So I don't remember exactly where I saw it at some point, probably just like a random thing on YouTube. But I mean, you know, it's pretty cool. You have to play like this is all fully functional, by the way. This build is all play tested. You'll see this in a little bit, but you're gonna have like to see this bathroom. You're gonna have to play with the walls cut away and kind of like duck underneath of the bed that I kind of put on the top, and you'll see how that comes together too. So, the entire idea behind this apartment, I was initially gonna go like a lot more, I don't know. But before I really started building, I was going to go a lot more hippie kind of vibes and everything like that. But I decided to go somewhere like a little more modern and industrial. You'll see me actually like change this bed a few times. And I really like this little bathroom set and how this came together. I think that's the toilet from, oh gosh, Fitness or something. I don't know. I'm making that up maybe. And then the sink from Tiny Living, I think. And here's the playtest series, by the way. So I have this sim in here. He is just testing out and making sure everything is good. He can sleep in the bed. He can wash his hands, use the toilet, and also use the shower. So everything's all good. And my intent of this door, I don't know why I made such a huge fuss about the door when I hadn't put down like the wallpaper. But I guess sometimes I pick wallpaper around whatever doors I want to use if I have something specific in mind. In my last video, you'll know that I mention, or one thing that I like to do when I build is I like to pick an item that's sort of like the feature, and then I build around that item, especially if it's something that I have a lot of problems using or I've never really used before, something that is like pretty unfamiliar to me. I try to really to use it that way too. So or to kind of blend it in that way. But yeah, then I played around with the idea of like introducing this weird like teal steel blue color on the foundation or the platform thing, because I used move objects on since those weren't technically walls down there. If you put half walls there, I don't think that your sim can like get into the bed or something because they can't like walk over the wall technically. But here it ended up working out pretty well, and I was able to remove some walls, so then I could sort of like put the shower in there without it like snapping to things, and it turned out pretty cute. And here in the lofted area, you're seeing I'm messing around with the idea of using this weird like that cute industrial kit pack thing with the rug. I tried to use that, and then I think I ended up swapping it out for like this small white like city living rug, and then made it like a little bit cozier up there. But I just like the way that it clipped a little more freedom with it. So I think at the end, this I want to say that at the end of all of this, the kitchen, I think it ended up being like 30 tiles or something like that. But then I ended up trying to put the kitchen over there in like the skinny piece, and then I struggled with this a little bit, and you'll see a little bit later here. I actually trim up this, I actually trim what's it called? The kitchen a little bit. So it got rid of that weird like little nook on the side. And I think it ended up being like this flat wall where I was able to kind of put down like a little staircase where this chair is right now. Played with the idea of like a little breakfast nook instead of playing with a table. But then I'm like, what am I going to do with that spot that's on the end? That weird little like hang off piece? Didn't really feel it. But industrial style isn't really something that I normally reach for. So I'm a little bit unfamiliar with like the build by catalog in this way, but that's one thing. I really like flexing my building muscles as well, to try to like figure out what items I want to use, or, you know, what kind of swatches are out there. And it definitely offers like a lot of different perspective. And this little, I saw this actually during some shell tours. If you're unfamiliar with shells, we do those like once a month on my channel. We tour for 2 days a month. So one shell challenge a month kind of thing. That like the fridge and the cabinet thing, actually, before I post it, like before when I was doing this video, I didn't play test it, but I might have to like play test it a little bit because I think I might have to bring out the fridge a little bit more for it to function, but I'll double check it before I actually post it. But that cabinet deal may or may not be there. But from what I've heard, it should be functional. But pretty nifty stuff. It makes you can kind of get like that the cabinet fridge look that you get with Parenthood, except like with anything like that, with a fridge. And it honestly, it rocked my world. I sat there and I stared at it for like 10 minutes in awe, and I'm not exaggerating on that. Oh my God. So I ended up doing like the little raised kitchen look off to the left there, you can see. And then here I'm actually going to do this tiny, adorable little, I think I did 2 green chairs here. Yeah, here they are. So I kind of joined these 2 adorable little green chairs that were from the industrial loft kit. And then I made this adorable, really like kind of cozy, cluttered sort of like living room space right there. And you'll see some more of the things come together. I used some really cool like crate shelf thingies above it that were from Batu. Here they are. They're like they look really cool. So I know a lot of people hate on Batu, and I get it. I understand. But like I'm a Star Wars fan, so like I also kind of I like it a little bit. It's a little bit, yeah, like I love Star Wars. But a lot of the items, if you actually kind of take them out of the context in the Star Wars world, they can like be a little steampunk, they can be a little industrial, and they really did. The art team and the developers of the Sims team actually did a really good job of like making sure that these items were really usable. So, and then here you can see that I'm cluttering it up. I'm adding like a cute little picture, and using tall walls isn't something that I really use a lot of, actually. I'm used to like short or medium. But I'm trying to get used to more like taller walls, and, you know, maybe not having the windows so you can see out of them in the house, like ones that are up really high. And you'll see me kind of playing around with that above like the door, and then like in the little area right in front of the door where your Sims walk in, and all that there. And here, ooh, that big box window, you'll see me clutter this after a little while, like maybe towards the end, I want to believe. This box window. So I actually took the eco lifestyle one that you can see there, the one that boxes outward. And then like the weird frame part around it is actually the square window, I want to say from Snowy Escape. And it kind of makes this cute little like framed look on it. And it just kind of makes it pop a little more. And when I do the outside, like the wall painting paper thingy mabobs, when I do all that, you'll see it kind of really comes out. And here I played on the side a little bit with like those big tall windows that I was talking about, and then maybe adding those little base game rectangular ones for a little bit of zazz. But I think I ended up deciding against those ones just because it looked a little bit too extra, and, you know, too extra for me. It kind of happens. Then here I'm making a really tall gallery wall. I think that wall pretty much stayed the same. And then one thing I gotta say, I really like the way that the big long curtains look, but I feel like they're extremely limited. You know, like while we have a lot of curtains, in like a decent amount of curtains in The Sims, I feel like there's some that really aren't that versatile. Like, or maybe, I don't know, I really only use like Seasons and a couple of others. Maybe like some of the base game ones, but other than that, I don't know, I struggle. Maybe I should like just start re-envisioning my curtain game a little bit over here. See, these are my favorite base game ones, especially since they gave us these new swatches. I've been in love. And here you can see I use the tool mod to kind of like move it down. And then I also decided one thing that you can do, it's kind of like a visual thing. You can do it in real life as well. If you take curtains and put the rods closer to the ceiling, even though like it's going to be above your window, it's going to make your room look taller and more dressed up, because it creates the illusion that it's like a lot larger than it actually is. So that's kind of what I did right there with those 2 windows that are kind of draped in the loft area. Then I really wanted to use that bookshelf, but I couldn't find a spot, so then I didn't. It's kind of like my whole spiel here. Here I'm using like some little decorative pieces. I think those ones might have been from Fitness Stuff Pack, like behind the bed there. And then I use the tool mod to kind of rotate them to create like this own little piece in itself. Like, and I like doing stuff like that. Tool mod, I'm really simple when it comes to tool mod. Some of y'all are wizards, but I do really basic stuff, but it just kind of is something to kind of set off the build. And then here with the ladder, as you can see, I struggled really bad with this roof, y'all. I'm just saying. So at first, I know, so like it's a 30 to 32 tile micro home. It's like it's the smallest category in the micro home or whatever, the tiny home category, like tiny living, I think. I don't know the name of the pack sometimes. Sometimes I derp out, sometimes I remember. But anyway, I wanted to use, or I guess I played around a little bit with the idea of trying to use the like a roofed area for like a little more space for maybe like an artist den. But then I ended up like kind of faking this little fenced in area in back, which you can totally do, by the way, and it doesn't count towards your spaces. Turned out pretty cute. Then I wanted to create a skylight, but I couldn't get it to work right. Back there you can see I like kind of tried piecing some roof pieces together, and then I'm sitting on that one for a little while. Like I have those two skylight pieces on the top. And then I tried to roof around it and I just couldn't quite get it to work right. So here I'm using two half gabled roofs and playing around with some asymmetry. You can kind of mess around with it and get some pretty cute looks. And then here, trying to play with like how to piece this, that little nook, that little bump out piece where the door is, trying to play around with that one a little bit. Then I think I ended up doing 4 different half gabled roofs, I think. Yeah, here we go. Here it comes. Okay. Yeah, this one, I don't remember if that ended up being a skylight too. I think I put a chimney on there. Anyway, yeah, you can kind of get it to look like it's leaning or lopsided. And then I tried to use this angled piece of the roof over there on the side that you can see. It doubles as like an awning looking thing. And I think it looks kind of cool because it takes away from the flatness of that side. It just adds like a little bit of depth, which is pretty nice. And so you can see I'm messing around with like the sizes of the roof pieces to make it look like they're kind of toppled in different directions. So one's leaning more towards the left and then the other one towards the right. And it just creates this really cool illusion and like this really cool flavorful roof. And then I used like a little bit of the I think it's called Fence for Window Shopping from like Get to Work or something like that. I think I ended up using that and then making it look like the external trim thing from Eco Lifestyle. It's like the I-beam looking thing, and made it go wherever I want underneath the roof. So it looked like it was a little more complete. And you'll see what I do with the little entryway, and I kind of make it feel a little less overhangy. I don't know. I really like the way it looks because I ended up using this really cute fence piece from Eco Lifestyle, which I think I actually used in my last one or the renovation for Cater Tot, I think. I don't remember, but it's been one of my favorites lately just because it comes in 3 different heights and it's pretty cool because I don't really see fences doing that a lot. So it's kind of like this nice little like faux like what are they called? Like the divider thingies, but like not. Oh my God. And tool mod coming in clutch. So what I'm doing here, if you put a house or like a room on a foundation and then you try to put your pillars on it, the pillars won't go down all the way down to the ground. And I really like the way that like this nice flat foundation looked. It's like this gray strip. It just looks pretty sharp. I like it. But I don't know. So then I ended up moving those pillars down to sort of create the illusion that it's just like a little extra height there. And then I put those cute little slats from Eco Lifestyle on there. Ooh, there's the fence thingies that I was talking about. Then I made it into this cute little climbing ivy area. Add some more greenery in here because I kind of wanted to do like an adorable little cozy gardeny artist loft style thing. It's called a loft because the bedroom is lofted, so it's kind of a loft. It works. I did like a full wall around it instead because I like the way it looked, but you know, we do. And some cute little shrubs from base game. Live edit objects are like literal magic. And then I played around with these little light pieces. They looked really cute. I really like those ones actually. I think those ones are base game, maybe. But then, oh, again with the Batu. So Batu comes with like 4, I want to say, different little like floor tiling, and there's this hexagonal one that is adorable. So, and over here off the side, I'm creating that faux artist, like this is where the artist area is. This is like the little studio, and I really think this is cute how it came together. And where I actually decided to place it was kind of like back off to the side. And the reason why it doesn't count towards the floor tiling count is because of that fence there, because it didn't actually complete the room. But I was going to put the door right there, and you'll see that I change where the like where the pathway goes after a little bit. But I didn't like the idea, like when you looked at the actual house, that you just saw 2 doors and then like the path, and that it just felt really abrupt and didn't really feel that great. But I played around with that idea, and then I was going to play around with the idea of it being like open, but then since it technically isn't a closed room, all of the lighting inside of the house, it's like it's outdoors. You know what I mean? Like it's not closed. So the lights inside the house really aren't doing anything unless it's dark, and I didn't really quite like that. So, ooh, and then I remember to add lighting everywhere, checking it out to see what it looked like. But then continuing on with like that nice, like the shiplap wallpaper, I ended up going for like a city living brick or something that just looked really, really cool. I think I used it in the kitchen as well and changed that out. It's there to the left right there. But then I decided to go with like some cute little stuff from Dream Home Decorator, the little drafting desk thingy. And then I actually opted to use, I ended up replacing the fenced-in wall right there to the left. So then I can actually, oh God, what's it called? I can't think of it. Yes, here it is. Then I placed the like the board on there and like all those little things, because I felt like those like dream boards or whatever, the designer board things, being behind the desk was a little weird. So like for functionality purposes, I decided to put it to the left, and then I end up replacing the fence there too again. So looks pretty cute. And then all those items can kind of hang out and stay there. Then I add like a little easel with a little table, maybe some reference books and some painting supplies from Debug. Love that stuff. It's adorable. And then an adorable little chair. I like the bubble chair, but I ended up going for like a really kind of sleek modern, maybe like a little pop of orange and everything, because I feel like I already had like a lot of green and blues and all the browns and everything. So orange was just kind of like a nice citrusy like pop going in there. And here I was checking things out at night to make sure everything is well illuminated, especially outside in the little artist area. Then over here, I'm back to the kitchen, adding a couple more storage options for your Sims with a cabinetry. Then I noticed that I didn't really like the way that those countertops looked. So then I opted to use these. Oh, I think I know why. I know why I did it. I ended up using the islands instead, because of the way the backs of the countertops kind of popped up, and it didn't really feed into the whole like extra counter space like thing idea with this window here and all this little extra clutter, like the little lemons and like the extra plates and all that. So then I added some clutter with my red shelf, and then added some more like purposeful functional clutter onto this little shelf, maybe like the drying rack for the dishes, a little picture, and then I think another little plant here or something too. So I love creating imagery and purpose and adding that sort of purpose to the space whenever I do my cluttering, because I like my clutter to tell a story. So it's kind of like, what would you be doing in this area? What might someone have in this area? And then that comes in time with not only like familiarity. Yeah, it's just familiarity with your build by catalog though. Kind of knowing what you got to work with and what's in your packs, and, you know, just play with it a little bit. And then kind of think, you know, like start envisioning your spaces is a different thing. So landscaping is not my friend. I always feel like I just kind of slap some things down, like you saw those trees. But I mean, I think it turned out pretty cute because it suited the area. Like it felt correct. I don't know, with the style of home maybe, and like the area, because I pulled in, I think those are called like the skinny trees. I think those are called the cypress trees or something like that. I don't know. I just made that up probably. But I tried to add those, and then a lot of the other foliage I've actually pulled in. If you know me, when I do my building, I actually end up pulling in a lot of things from either base game or the world lot that we're playing in, so it meshes seamlessly. And that's also one one more reason why I like to tell you guys what lot I'm in and what world I'm in when I'm building it, because usually it's pretty catered to that area. Or, you know, you can use the build wherever you want. I'm not the boss. It's all up to you, really. And then here I'm playing around with this idea. I ended up trying to use those like flowery bushes from Get Together, I think, but then I just added a whole bunch of like little shrubs and stuff all the way around. They kind of did this like half completed fencing thing. And I think it looks a lot less hostile when you have like the mesh between the shrubs and then it goes off onto the fencing again like that. Cute little nook for the mailbox and stuff. And I'm playing around with, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I was like, I think I did this. There we go. Then I added these cute little planters on the front there too to kind of cover up the idea and hide the fact that like the, hide the fact that you can't draw fences to the end of the lot. And then I decided I forgot about the floor pattern here. Oh, also, by the way, I'm drawing like the fencing here all the way around the path, and you'll notice that those trees actually cut into it, but I moved those like after the speed build. I moved them back just a little bit. You can see they're like in the fence line at the moment, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And then over here, I used this adorable little table situation. Use some of those fake little paver thingies from like Get Together to create a cute little space. And this is what we got. I hope you guys enjoy like all these micro homes I'm making. So thank you so much for watching the video. Again, this is the Modern Micro Art Loft. It is 46,962 simoleons. It's made on the Pier Palace lot in Windenburg. Again, my origin ID is zefrineTTV, and all the links for everything are going to be down below, even including that little, the little thing from the Colino, the little lofted bedroom idea. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, and all that fun stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. As I always say, tomorrow's a beautiful day, especially if you're in it, and I will see you soon. And bye-bye.